guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing well. So we're going to do a retro react today. This one is I was in a Kuwait hospital for diabetes complications. This was uploaded to her channel 5 months ago. So let's watch and see what she's got to say about her diabetic complications, because I'm interested. I've never seen this before. I'm sorry, is this the intro?
Hey there, Beezers.
Okay, that was the intro. Okay, I'm sorry. That just caught me off guard for a second. I will skippity skip.
Special things. Welcome back to another video. So, behind me I have some roses and a cat. Can't get any better than that. Oh yeah, and my plaque.
Why does she look like she can't move her neck? She's like very stiff. She's like, look, there's roses and a plaque, and look, oh yeah, cat. Like, she's having problems moving her neck.
So what I have for you are just some random clips that I took. Very few clips from the clinic, from the hospital, mostly the food, but a bit of the surrounding. And on the way to the clinic, we stopped and we saw some date trees. Being from Canada, I've only seen dates in the trees at the park, and they were covered in some netting, but you can actually see the actual dates here. And
what does this have to do with being in the hospital for serious diabetic complications? Also, why are you vlogging the hospital? That's a little strange. I mean, if you have to go to the actual hospital because you're having like serious complications for your health, do you think to vlog it ever? You know, especially, I don't know, that's crazy to me.
And unripened dates, they are eaten here, and they're called bala. And when they're ripened, they become brown and wrinkly, like we all know. And when they're unripened, they're actually...
Of course, we would talk about food in this video. Of course, right? Why wouldn't we go into great detail about date trees?
Actually, they're sweet, and they taste kind of date-ish, like date-like, but they're juicy.
Date-ish.
I actually like them raw as well. So this is current present time, how I'm talking to you right now. As you can see, I have my makeup back. I'm back on camera.
Filters
I'm
are
feeling
filtering.
well. I'm feeling healthier. And that is probably because the medications are working, the antibiotics. I had a pretty bad kidney infection. For those of you who are not aware of what happened, I had a pretty bad kidney infection. I did have one not even a month ago. I think what happened was it never fully resolved. That's maybe also the doctor said that could have happened as well. And also just that my blood sugars have been really high. So there's three things I'm really trying to fix. Number one being the infection, because that can cause your blood sugars to remain elevated. My blood sugars are fluctuating, like they go lower, they go high, and you know, they usually are pretty high right now, despite being on my medication and everything else. And so I'm trying to deal with that. I'm trying to deal with the high blood sugar, and I'm also trying to, of course, tackle this weight issue and get on a proper diet plan for that. So I was put on...
It's funny how all those three things correlate to each other, isn't it?
Insulin, and so far it doesn't seem to be very effective, but he put me on a low dose of like 5 units. So I'm injecting myself with that.
Here's my question. I know I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes about 5 years ago or so. Again, I lost 160 pounds since then, and my diabetes is in complete remission right now. I maintain a very healthy lifestyle to the point where it's almost annoying. But I just find it so strange that I never had to take insulin, thank goodness, but that the doctors would allow her to let Chantal inject herself without taking these diabetic classes to begin with. Like, I'm sure a nurse showed her how to do it, like wherever she was when she started doing insulin, but I just find that very strange. Like, when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, my doctor was fantastic. She gave me tons of different resources I could check out. I did a lot of research on my own, and that was really helpful. I just can't imagine like having to inject yourself with insulin every day and then not having to go to a class or follow up. It's just so odd to me. It doesn't seem right, but you know, this is Chantal, so who the hell knows?
But I have an appointment later today, and so I'm going to show you the vlog, just the little bits here and there. But I first wanted to just come and do an introduction because I didn't shoot one of those, and I just wanted to let you know how I'm feeling now. So I am down overall since my last weigh-in at the doctor, like November 2023. I weighed in at 166, and I'm actually, when I weighed in this time at the same clinic, I'm 150 kgs, just like a little over that. But that was, you know, since I went to the clinic.
Was this the time she lost 70 pounds in like a day? Is that this, or is that a different time? Because honestly, it doesn't matter what weight she gives us. We all have eyes and we can all see what she looks like. She goes back and forth with the same bullshit 30, 40 pounds for years, right? It's been like this for 7, 8 years that we've been watching her, some of us. So it doesn't really matter. She never changes, right? It doesn't matter what the number is on the scale. I think people get hung up a lot with the scale, and she's tampering with this scale and this. It doesn't matter, you guys. It doesn't matter what the number says, right? In all actuality, she is unhealthy as hell. And that's all we need to know, you know?
I didn't eat much for the next 3 days after that, but I have started eating again, so I know I'll put on a bit of weight. I'm waiting to, like, for my body to adjust to all the medications, regulate blood sugar, get on a proper blood sugar regulating diet. And yes, I know that's going to mean eliminating a lot more carbs than I've been eating.
Again, this was 5 months ago. Has she eliminated carbs at all or restricted herself at all in 5 months? I don't think so. I mean, let's not forget Thailand was what, in September at that time? And she just basically lived off of cheesy wieners and chicken skins for a month. So, oh, and THC, of course.
I do realize that. But again, the higher blood sugars right now are probably mostly related to the infection, is what the doctor said.
No. I'm sorry, but no. The reason why she's got such high blood sugar is not just because of the infection. No. Her blood sugar is molasses, right? Like her blood is molasses. I'm sure that the infection did not help and it probably elevated her sugars a bit, but her sugars were high. Chantal, stop. Look to the heavens all you want. Look to whatever God you're worshiping today, but you're full of shit.
So I'm going to work with the doctor, come up with a good medicine plan, and then I was given a slip to go to one of the buildings, one of the clinics that are in the hospital, to partake in a diabetes education program
That she has never gone to. And this was 5 months ago this video was made. You don't F around with diabetes. Not on top of everything else you have. Okay? You just don't. If you want to live any kind of a quality life, you have to take it seriously. Otherwise, look what you become. You know? It shows us. She's like a test tube, a subject we could just study. This is what happens when you don't take this shit seriously. This is what will happen to you.
By like some nurses, I think so, diabetic nurses. So I will be excited for that because at this point, with my blood sugars not going down, like I thought I was doing okay, like, you know, things that I thought were okay are not. It just depends. So I have to really, you know, put more work into it, even more.
And that's why every time I make these videos with like the new stuff that she's doing now, when she goes and drives and gets her Starbucks and her fast food meal after that, because she's got to hit up 2 drive-thrus now. It can't just be one, has to be 2. That's why I'm always harping on the fact, again, she's a type 2 diabetic, untreated diabetic, like with no gallbladder. That's why I say this, because she doesn't care. And every time she eats and drinks the sugary drinks and eats that crap, that makes it so much harder to get out of the hole. Everything you put in has to come off. It has to, you know? And I don't say this to be an asshole, because I've been heavy, I've been there, and I've been diabetic, and I understand exactly what it's like. But at some point, you have to grow up. Otherwise, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Like, we all heard those commercials when we were kids, right? just replace the drugs for fast food or just food in general.
Because this time I need to get on the right track and I need to get healthy, and that's what my focus in my life has to be right now, or else there's not really going to be much else to focus on with how sick I've been. You've seen, like, you know, my content and stuff. Like, I don't do much, and it makes it worse that it's so hot outside. Like, to do any major things, I'm gonna have to wait till I'm healthier, and I'm gonna have to wait till it's a bit colder out, guys, because it's unbearable.
There will always be an excuse. Always. Anything you're trying to quit, you will find an excuse until one day you're like, you know what? No more excuses. It has to stop. That day has never come for her. She has never seen any kind of growth whatsoever in this health journey that she's been on for 8 years.
For me, especially with my health issues. But we will still go, you know, maybe grab a coffee. There's so many things you can do indoors here as well, as I've said many times. So, all that being said, I guess
and where's all that content? Just never came.
That's all I want to say. So anyways, that is, that's it for now. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll keep you guys updated as things develop, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
These are the date palms. Okay, cool. They currently have unripe dates or blah. So when I was fat, seeing photos of myself that I didn't take and seeing how I looked horrified me. If I were her, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but this is one of those shots that I would be like, I need to do something, and I need to do something like yesterday. The fact that this is Salah taking this footage of her, either, look, we all have our theories, right? Either he really is trolling her, or she's asking him to make her look as unflattering as possible for the views. I don't know. Could be a combination of both, but this would be a wake-up call to me. I don't know how it has not been a wake-up call to her. I've been waiting hours now at the clinic. I wasn't feeling well at all. Well, obviously, if you're at the clinic, I assume you don't feel well. That's why you're there. Although, I'm glad she's not in the emergency room, because she loves to go to the emergency room. You know what the emergency room is for? Actual emergencies. Not because you've eaten 16 pounds of cheese and are stopped up for, like, forever. Like, that's not what the emergency rooms are for. So I'd hope you wouldn't be feeling well at the clinic. But of course, she's managed to find a drink. Look at her, like, why is she sitting like this? Like, what's with the, I can't do it, like, you can't see it, but like, what's with the hands? God. I was trying to drink water to give a pee sample. Okay. And I know that she's going to get a lot of shit for how she sits in these kind of videos, but when you've got a big front, you can't close your legs. It's just the way it is. It's just, your body doesn't want to close your legs. Like, good luck getting your knees together for more than a few seconds, you know? And her sitting like this just brings me back to that time period. Like, I couldn't cross my legs. Now I never uncross my legs, which I know is not good for you either. But like, it sucks. She's in so much like discomfort all the time. And I didn't have half of her issues, like her health issues that she's got. I cannot imagine what she is going through every single day. Wouldn't that be enough to like make the change that needs to happen? None of this fake bullshit change that she likes to make. You know what I'm saying? End up being sent to the ER in the end with a severe, oh my God, of course she goes to the ER with a severe kidney infection. Like, look at me acting like I'm, oh good, at least she didn't go to the ER. I talk way too much, you guys. At the hospital, I was starting on IV fluids right away. Okay. Oh, look, I was given hot milk and tea and a biscuit. It wasn't sweet tasting. Oh my God. My goodness. There's a lady who for some reason, she pops up on my algorithm on YouTube. I cannot remember her name. She's some sweet lady. She's on long-term hospital care. She's in the hospital. She does little like hospital meal mukbang. She's in there for lymphedema of her arms. She's got really big arms. And she does a lot of like hospital bed mukbang, just like chatty. She's in the hospital. She can't really do a lot. So I watch her. She's really sweet. Like I said, I forget her name, but I do see her occasionally, and that's sweet. I think that kind of content is adorable. She obviously has medical issues. She needs to be there. She's there long term. But seeing Chantal, like, it's the glamorization of this, right? Because she's making money off of this, showing off her milk and tea and a biscuit, talking about that it's not sweet, and she's got her giant pot in the frame with the IVs on it. Madam, what are you doing? Don't film the food. You're in the hospital. Don't film the food, right? Just a little bit of common sense of what self-awareness, I don't know. God. Did she just put the tea bag in the hot milk? Okay. Just 1 second here, because I'm really curious, and I don't want to like sound stupid if I don't have to, because I do that a lot anyway. But okay. Have you ever put a cup of hot milk and then stuck a tea bag in it? I've never seen that, and I'm married to a Brit. They take their tea extremely seriously, and I love tea myself. He actually got me to start drinking milk with tea. I was like a honey and tea kind of gal, but then I started putting milk in it, and I was like, ooh, this is delicious, because I don't drink coffee. Anyway, have you guys ever put a tea bag in a cup of hot milk? Is it good? Would it work? I'm so confused right now. Please let me know in the comments. Is that a thing? I'm floored. The view from my bed. I was kept in female observation. Okay. Again, I don't know why you would be filming in the hospital. They usually frown on people filming in the hospital. There's a lot of confidential things going on in the hospital. I understand she's got like music over it so you can't hear anything, but why? You know, anytime I've had to go to the hospital or like a clinic, I'm in no fucking mood to start filming the things that are around me, you know? But she has no content, so I guess this is it. And of course, this was lunch. Vegetable soup, broth, low-fat yogurt, red grapes, beet salad, chicken breast, rice and green pea. Of course there's fucking rice, of course, because why not? How long was she in the hospital that they gave her a snack and a meal? Oh, God, what am I doing wrong? When I went to the hospital, well, I was in for a specific thing, but like, I didn't get a fucking meal. Oh, that looks gross. I do not feel up to the beet salad or even eating all the food except the grapes. Yeah, okay. Okay. I didn't want to eat the beet salad. It was too much. That was over the line for me. Okay, Chantal.
Well, hello guys, hello. So we came all the way to the appointment in the morning because there wasn't like a specified time on the paper. And so apparently we have to come after 2 at this specific clinic.
She had one job. Just read the paper. Just read the paper. When you get discharged from the hospital, I don't know about you guys, but I'm usually spending the rest of that day in bed or relaxing or just chilling out because I've been in the hospital, right? What do I do after I get bored scrolling through my phone and reading a book? I'm looking at the papers I got from I want to see what they said. I want to read the summary of my visit, right? I always read that shit. I just want to know, like, did they tell me everything that they have on the paper? Like, did I ask the right questions? She can't even be bothered to read the paper that has the time of her follow-up appointment.
So I'll find out more after. I'm gonna this is like just a mix of clips I took along my little journey of being sick. We have to nail this. We have to get this all under control.
Who is we? It's you. This is not Salah's issue. He's your support system, sure, but this is your issue. You constantly want someone else to fix the shit that you put yourself into. And then you get mad when people don't do it or they don't do it the way you want. This is your issue. Not we have to fix this. You have to fix this with the help of actual professionals. Salah is not qualified to help you.
But yeah, I'm taking my health seriously. For those concerned about that.
Sure.
So
again, this was before Thailand. This was like what, a month or two before Thailand, and we know what happened in Thailand.
Yeah. Just stay tuned. Just be patient. I have to be patient as well, and we will see. Like I have, a slip to get some diabetes education, so I'm going to be signing up for that. I have this appointment. I'm going to be being followed by doctors and everything, so don't worry. We will figure this out.
Trust me when I say nobody outside of your chat is worried. I'm just watching this crazy shit show.
Yeah, frustrating. But anyway, so that is that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. But overall, I would say the experience, at the Kuwait hospitals are very good.
How would you rate the food? Is she going to rate the food?
Very, very good. I had a good experience. I don't know, just good, I guess, I don't know what you call it, service from the nurses, the doctors, the staff, all that stuff. So I feel like I'm going to be well taken care of, and I can keep seeing different doctors if I need to. Like, I don't feel as worried about it. I feel like I can.
That's her problem. She doesn't have a primary care physician. She keeps going to these clinics and these emergency rooms and this doctor and that doctor. No one is following the paper trail. Have you guys ever had to switch doctors? Do you know how much a pain in the ass it is to, even like within the same like network or like group of doctors, like if one of your doctors moves away or they whatever happens, yeah, they have all your like your medical records, but you still have to like talk to the doctor and get to know them. They have to hear your story. Like they want to know who you are and like what issues you're having and like anything that's not on their charts. You know what I mean? It's a pain in the butt. Can you imagine just hopping hospital, clinic, ER? Her medical records are not going to be following her around everywhere. You know what I mean? Not talking to the same medical professionals all the time. They're not going to know the whole story. And she's not an honest person. She's not going to have the time to sit there and tell them all the things that are wrong with her. So she's never going to get the right care because she never goes to the correct people more than once.
Relax a bit knowing that I do have access to healthcare here. That was something I was worried about, just like it just being very crazy and very expensive and just everything. So I'm just really relieved about that part, and I'll keep you guys updated. I know I wasn't going to talk about health, but that's like going to be my whole life right now, is trying to figure this out, get my blood sugars under control, get this infection gone, because that's affecting the blood sugars majorly. The doctor,
she wants to reiterate that the doctor said that's the problem.
The doctor did say that. Control, get this infection gone, because that's affecting the blood sugars majorly. The doctor did say that.
Again, Chantal, because you're an idiot, that's not the reason your blood sugars are so high. Okay, it might have spiked your blood sugars, but your blood sugars are consistently high. That's why you have all the problems that you have. And let me just tell you, people that are out there that might be struggling with a recent diabetes diagnosis or just in general, I understand. I totally get it, how scary and like isolating it could feel, right? It's not magic though. There is a way out, there 100% is. Get healthy, do what you have to do. It's gonna suck, but you gotta do it. you just have to do it. If you want to live a good life, you have to do it. Otherwise, again, you end up like this.
And, you know, I need to figure it out for sure because, you know, it just has to happen.
There's nothing to figure out. It's pretty simple. Meet with a nutritionist, meet with your doctor, meet whoever you need to meet with, and they will tell you, this plan will help you. If we need to tweak it as we go along, let's tweak it. But they'll help you. They'll guide you. That's what they're there for. That's their job. That's what they're trained to do. And all the comorbidities she's got, there's a diet plan for her. It might be something she's not going to like, because we all know she'll never stick to anything she doesn't like, but there is a diet plan for her.
So anyways, okay, so we are going to come back in the afternoon and I'll do another vlog. So stay tuned. Bye.
So that was it. That was her vlog. I got feelings on this one because like I said, I do have diabetes, so I understand how it can be. But I pretty much said all I needed to say in terms of that. But in summarization, I guess I would say she'll never take herself seriously. It's not magic. It's not like you have to figure it out. Like it's some secret that you're not like in on. You know what you have to do. It sucks. It sucks. But eventually you'll change the way you think about food. And then everything goes away that's bad. It really does. It will get better. If you guys are struggling with diabetes or another kind of, you know, long-term illness or disease or disorder, whatever it is, we're here for you. Like, I know it sucks, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to do the hardest shit. You really do. It will get better. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys ever had to deal with anything like this, what worked for you, what didn't work for you. I know it worked for me, and it's been working for me for 3 years now, and I'm going to keep going in this direction because I'm doing the right thing, and it sucks sometimes. Like, you can't indulge, you know, when my husband is eating pizza and I'm just watching him and just smelling it because I can't eat it. Like, I understand. So we've all been there. It's all tough, but you'll get through it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you spending some time with me and watching Chantal being an absolute chucklehead is what she is. Please give me a like if you enjoyed the video and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Au revoir.